Hello, my name is Джалолова. I'm an English teacher and I work at school number 1317 in Moscow. Today I'm going to give you some tips which I hope will help you to write a successful essay in your essays. My talk will be based on my own experience, and I've got a lot of that because for the past 7 years I've been working as an expert assessing papers of school leavers in essays. So the topic today is writing an essay. But since the topic is a broad one, I'm going to focus today only on paragraph number 2, which is the highlight of an essay. According to the plan, paragraph number 2 should be started with stating your own opinion. Then you should support your opinion with argument number 1, and then you should back it up with a reason. One argument and one reason is not enough. You must give argument number 2, and also it should be followed by another reason. If you have a lot of ideas related to the topic in your head, you can also write a reason number 3, argument number 3 and a reason. But that is not necessary. 2 arguments is enough. One of the problems that students usually face is how to start an essay. Imagine you see the statement for the first time in your life, and it's not easy for you to make up your mind which opinion you're going to write in favor of. So, I would recommend starting your essay with a quick brainstorming, which means just thinking which ideas this or that topic is associated with in your head, and write down all the ideas before you start structuring them. I'm going to illustrate this idea with an example. The topic we're going to discuss today is honesty is the best policy, which is a sophisticated one and is going to give us a lot of food for thought. So the question is, what is honesty associated with in my mind? Not an easy question, but maybe the first idea that I've got is that it's associated with the idea of morals, because we are brought up to believe that it's just immoral to tell a lie, and if we do so, we will not feel right about ourselves. It won't be good for our self-esteem. Another idea that occurs to me is that when you are used to telling lies, you may get mixed up with all your lies and forget what you said to different people. And it builds up, and stress builds up when you do so. So it's difficult to keep in mind all what you said. I also think that being honest is good in your school or work life, because you are considered to be a reliable person and you are trusted with more work. Then I might have a really global idea in my head. I think that telling a lie may have a bad impact on the development of our civilization. And I've got an example in my head because there are lots of publications about falsification of history, and if the younger generation learns lies about the past, they might draw the wrong conclusions, which will have a bad effect on our future. Also, I've got an idea about friendship and trust. When you tell the truth to the person trusts you. However, here I might start arguing with myself and have another idea related to that. If you tell the truth to the person, you might be too straightforward and you might hurt the person's feelings. If your friend is a sensitive person. Okay, now my brainstorming has come to an end and I've got lots of ideas in front of me, and it's time for me to decide which opinion I'm going to write in favor of. And since I've got more arguments in favor of honesty, I would rather write that I think that honesty is the right thing to do. My essay is going to be for honesty, and I think I'll formulate my opinion writing that it's important and it's a good solution to our problems. At this stage, it's also a good idea to think over how to introduce your reasons. Reasons, as compared to arguments, are more concrete things, more concrete ideas. Those can be either examples or you can describe reasons why you think this or that happens, or you can refer to statistics or opinions of experts, and you can introduce your reasons by writing the latest research suggests or statistics show or say. Also, you can describe consequences of certain events. If you use different ways of introducing the reasons, your essay will sound much more impressive for the expert. Now, I've got some ideas, I've got my opinion ready, and I know how I'm going to introduce my reasons. I also have some ideas about paragraphs number 3 and 4. If you remember, I've got this idea about hurting other people's feelings, which can be a bad thing about being always honest. And as a counter-argument, I've got the idea of trust, which can be the result of being honest to your friends. But this I will keep for other paragraphs, and now I need to structure my paragraph number 2. I have already formulated my opinion. Then the first argument that I would choose is probably the one about morals. I do think that that's a strong one, and it can be followed by the reason describing consequences, which is introduced by the linker consequently. And consequently, our self-esteem will suffer if we tell lies. Next, as for the second argument, I do think that this argument about a bad impact of lies on the development of our civilization is also a strong one, and I've got that example ready about the falsifications in history. That means that my paragraph is almost ready, and I've got some ideas for other paragraphs in the essay. I hope that my tips will be helpful for you, and I wish you good luck in your exam.